Sit together.
Hello, my name is Dr. Patrick Lukenbill, and I'm the Director of UH Wellness here at the University of Houston. As part of this Be Healthy at UH presentation, I'll be sharing with you some university resources that are dedicated to help you be successful and stay healthy while you're here at the University of Houston. I'll share individually about each of these offices, but I want you to be aware that there are 6 offices within our Division of Student Affairs and Enrollment Services that are here to support you. The first is our health center, which is like our traditional doctor's office. The second is CAPS, which stands for Counseling and Psychological Services. They are our traditional therapy support office. The third is the Center for Students with Disabilities. This is our Disability Accommodation and Support Office. If you are entering the university and have some sort of disability or develop a disability while you're here, they will help provide accommodations and work with professors to make sure that you are successful in the classroom. The fourth is campus recreation, which is essentially our on-campus fitness facility. We have a fantastic facility full of all sorts of options, from rock wall climbing to indoor and outdoor pools to a plethora of involvement opportunities through our intramurals. The fifth is UH Wellness. This is our health education and health promotion office. Whether you are interested in learning how to sleep better, eat better, or just wanting to become more knowledgeable about a certain topic, the professional staff in this office can help provide those services. And finally, we have Cougars in Recovery, which is our collegiate recovery community. This is a special community for students that may be in long-term recovery from some sort of addictive behavior. Whether it's alcohol or drugs or an eating disorder, this community provides fellowship in a safe, sober, and supportive environment. I wanted to share briefly with you some data to give you an idea of what it looks like to be a University of Houston student. Feel free to look at these data points. If you have questions, we're happy to answer them. But what we have found year after year after year is that University of Houston students value their health, they value their well-being, and they are constantly saying things like, I go to the doctor, or I like to go to the rec and work out. If I have a problem, I can ask for help. There are all sorts of, again, services that are available for your physical, your emotional, your spiritual needs on campus. So the first that I'm going to talk a little bit more about is campus recreation. If you haven't seen our campus recreation facility, it is across the street from the Welcome Center, and you are automatically a member and welcome to this space when you start classes the first week of school. So whether you are looking for individual activities like rock wall climbing, weightlifting, running on a treadmill, or you're looking for group activities, we have all of these things that are offered. All of the services are covered by you paying a health and wellness fee, but there are some offerings through Campus Rec that may require an additional fee. If you are interested in things like personal training, if you're interested in outdoor adventure trips around the country or the state of Texas, those things may incur an additional fee. The second office that I want to talk to you and share some information about is CAPS, which is our Counseling and Psychological Services office. The main service that CAPS provides are individual counseling, couples counseling, and group therapy. So we tell students that you do not have to have a pre-diagnosed mental health illness to actually seek services and talk to someone at CAPS. The majority of students that are seeking services from CAPS are struggling with the same things that any college student would face. Thinking about how to balance academics and the relationships in your life. Thinking about what are you going to do after school. All of these things are things that the staff can assist you with. They also provide a lot of consultations and outreach programs. If you are concerned about a friend, or if you're wanting to talk to a professional about how to approach a situation, they offer consultations. They also offer outreach programs. So the Let's Talk program is a very popular program on our campus. Think of it as a mobile counseling center. Every single day of the week during the normal school year, one of the clinicians is located at a different place on campus, whether it's the Wellness Center or the Student Center or the library, where students can, without an appointment, come and speak with someone to get advice, consult, or maybe just learn more about counseling. The Uah Health Center, like I mentioned before, is essentially your traditional clinic on campus. We have board certified physicians, nurses, nurse practitioners that can provide a wealth of services to the students on campus. We have several specialty clinics, so women's health, men's health, orthopedics. If you are in need of psychiatric services or prescriptions, those are things that can be accessed through that clinic. We also have a fully functioning dental clinic and laboratory. So if you need dental work done, if you need lab work, so blood work or something like that, we can provide that. We also have a fully functioning pharmacy on campus. So if you have prescriptions that you need to have filled, we can do that on campus, as well as different types of immunizations, such as flu shots or regular routine vaccinations. One thing that we want students to know is you are able to access the health center even if you have a family doctor back home. So say you need a flu shot or you have a sore throat or want to talk to somebody about a health concern, you can visit the UH Health Center. They do accept online appointments. So many of you are learning about Access UH, which is the main portal that you'll go through to register and check your grades. They also have a function through Access UH called Healthy Coug, where you can make appointments 24/7, communicate with your doctor, access lab results. So we do accept walk-ins, but we highly encourage that students are making appointments through Healthy Coug or by calling the number on the screen. The next office that I want to share some information with you about is UH Wellness. We are the health promotion and education office on campus, and we seek to help students stay healthy and be healthy while they're here on campus. Our slogan is choose well, do well, be well, and we see that wellness and well-being is an active process that is made up of daily decisions. Everything from someone wanting to maybe eat a little bit better or choosing to work out one more day a week, all the way up to things like, I want to quit smoking. We want to support students and give them resources to do those things. We believe in a multidimensional model of wellness. So we see you as a new student more than just your physical well-being. We want you to think about your emotional well-being, your spiritual well-being. How are you taking care of your finances? How are you balancing the social relationships in your life? Because all of these things, whether we're aware of it or not, interconnect and impact us as human beings. We provide a lot of different things on campus. We do workshops and trainings, everything from mental health first aid to healthy relationships. We have educational materials in our space, so you could come and actually pick up brochures or get referred to resources that could be helpful. We also have a lot of signature events. We do everything from Sexual Assault Awareness Month in April to World AIDS Week, Suicide Prevention Week. And one of our largest events at the end of every semester, Unwind with Wellness, which is a stress-free finals event that is open to all students. We also provide complimentary consultations with students. This is different than counseling. These are brief consultations. Maybe you as a student, you're struggling with sleeping or time management or stress management, or just want to learn more about a subject. You can actually come in for a free consultation with a staff member on campus. And then finally, we're also known for the weekly meditation that we offer once a week, where we explore different types of meditation, and that's free for faculty, staff, and students, and no experience is required. The next office I want to share a little bit more information with you about is the Center for Students with Disabilities. So as I mentioned before, they are our disability accommodation and support office. So if a student has a temporary or permanent disability of any kind, you see the examples on the screen, whether it is a health impairment, a lifelong health impairment, maybe it's a physical limitation. Someone has trouble getting around campus or needs accommodations to get to a class. Maybe it's a psychiatric disorder. Maybe somebody is living with depression or anxiety, or a learning disability like dyslexia or ADD or ADHD, or it could be that someone has a hearing or visual impairment. Whatever the disability is, we can provide accommodations, whether it's interpreter, whether it's adaptive equipment, maybe it's a situation where someone needs additional test taking time. We can help and support you. One of the most important things to understand about the Center for Students with Disabilities is we are not going to know what sort of assistance you need as a student unless you let us know. Every single class that you start off with at the semester will go through the syllabus, and it is required to include information about the Center for Students with Disabilities. So if you know now at this point that you want to seek additional accommodations, or something happens while you are here and want accommodations, we encourage you to reach out to the Center for Students with Disabilities, and they will then help communicate with your professor about accommodations that you need. Something else that's important to know is that we do require documentation that you as a student have a certain disability. And all of those procedures and processes you can learn about there by visiting the CSD website or calling and interacting with a staff member. And finally, the last office I want to share with you is Cougars in Recovery. This has been a very successful program on our campus, and as you can see from the screen, provides a lot of support services for students that may be attending university and have this very unique perspective. They provide sober housing, so if a student wants to live on campus, we do have space on our campus that is dedicated substance-free sober. They also have a lot of healthy and abstinent only activities. They're social events like healthy tailgates or sober tailgates. They also have a lot of outdoor adventure learning experiences. 2 years ago, this group actually went and climbed Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, Africa. They also provide a lot of individual and group support. There is professional staff that are licensed counselors in Cougars in Recovery that provide one-on-one support for students, but they also help lead weekly check-ins and weekly fellowship meetings where students that are living in recovery can talk about their experiences and support one another. And then finally, one of the perks of being in Cougars in Recovery is that these students receive priority registration, which means that they are given time ahead of time to register for classes ahead of the general student population. Here's a map on campus so you can see where many of our resources are located. My office, UH Wellness, as well as Campus Recreation, are located in Campus Recreation and Wellness Center. The Student Health Center actually just moved to a brand new location. They are behind the College of Optometry near Wheeler, and they are located in Health Building number 2. Cougars in Recovery is located in the garden level of Moody Towers, which is one of the residence halls on campus. Though it's located in one of the residence halls, you do not have to live on campus to be a part of that community. And then finally, CAPS, Counseling and Psychological Services, and the Center for Students with Disabilities are located on the other side of Cougar Village 1 and 2. CSD, the Center for Students with Disabilities, is located in the Justin Dart Jr. facility. It's a standalone building. CAPS is located on the 2nd and 3rd floor of the Student Services building on campus.
Awesome.